such?
Coconut craft, I begin this coconut craft work since 20 years back.
Yeah.
We have seen Goa is full of coconut trees, and we get first of all raw material which is required for this craft is almost freely available. We don't have to pay even single paisa that time to buy the raw material. Now I may be buying some of the shells, but so you can say that there is almost free of cost you get the raw material, and the quality and what we call it this property of this shell is such that you can make so many things out of this coconut shell, which is very durable and it lasts for years. I can say the craft made from this coconut shell can last for even 100 years, more than 100 years.
But it's basically your hobby which you worked on and developed.
Yes. First I was, when I was just begun with this, I was just began as a hobby.
Yeah, yeah.
Not as a, I never thought about going commercial, doing this commercial way. But just as a hobby I have developed it. But as soon as my working on that increases, so I thought my friend also, they said, why don't you, why your product, why doesn't go to the other
so you actually take part in exhibitions and sell your products?
Yeah, now I'm taking part for last around 10 years.
Okay.
Since 10 years I'm in the exhibition.
And what's the range of products you make?
I have a variety of coconut shell artifact. Even from, if you can say, starting, you can say smallest one is earrings, jewelry, which we have, and the bigger one, oil lamp, which is entered in the Limca Book of Records. Besides, there are
what size?
It is 8.3 feet tall.
Okay.
And it is, you can dismantle it and you can pack it in the box of nearly 2 by 3 feet, 2 by 2 feet. You can fit it. So I've done a Limca record.
So in between this, you have a vast range of items. That
yes, even if you say about the lamps, I have a lamp from 1 inch. 1 inch size till the 8.3 feet Limca record.
All made of coconut.
And the thing is that lamp, whatever I make, those can be used just like a metal lamp, oil lamp. You can use it. It is not a showpiece. And one more thing I am focusing, that the artifact or articles which are made from coconut shell are of utility value. If you see my article, 95% of my articles are of utility value.
So from earrings to lamps and in between things
there are
like
other articles are there. Like we have cups, bowls, we have serving bowls, we have then spoons, variety of spoon. I have nearly 70-80 different types of spoons.
I see.
I have a traditional spoon also. Besides, I have a design new latest type of spoons, which can be even for the hotels, in the kitchen, and it is usable, utility item. My items are not only showpiece.
It looks good and it's eco-friendly.
It is eco-friendly, it looks good, it is hygienic. It is very hygienic.
And these things are exactly mask and things like that. Can you just tell us about them?
No, this is the face. It is made of coconut, entire coconut.
Single coconut.
Single coconut. Now in Goa we call this coconut is of Shalavnonal.
Okay.
It's
extra large.
It is extra large. We can call it jumbo size also.
Okay.
And the yield of this type of coconut is very low.
I see.
In one tree you may get around 5, 6 or 10, maximum 10 coconuts.
I see.
At the time.
Per year or per plucking?
No, per plucking.
Okay.
3 months or whatever it is. So you may yield is very less here. You may get maximum 10 coconuts and all. But the size is very big. So since the size is very big and there's a lot of husk on the top, we can carve any type of design.
I see.
So this is a jumbo and it is Shalavnonal. So whenever we get this type of coconut, we make these articles of different, depending on the shape of the coconut.
But traditionally you were saying that you come from a goldsmith family.
Yes.
So it was easy for you to make the shift over from one form of art to another form of art.
Yeah, since I'm from the goldsmith family and I was practicing gold jewelry making. I was making all the type of jewelry. I learned that this thing trade. But that helped me a lot. Because in the goldsmith work, the minute work you have to do it.
Correct.
In millimeters you have to work. Millimeters I was doing. And that same technology, and so most of the tools also which was used in the gold, I'm using applying in this coconut shell craft. And same technology I'm using it here.
So what is the story of how you got started?
Actually, long back, around 18 to 20 years before, when I was getting a lot of free time. Before that, I was in the goldsmith line. Means I was doing a gold ornament and all type of technology. In that also, I actually developed a lot of my technology in this thing goldsmith. My father was a state awardee in imitation jewelry.
I see.
He was
in which year?
Around, it was
70s.
around, yeah, 20 years before.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a state awardee.
I see.
So that time he was in goldsmith line, imitation jewelry, and he also conducted many exhibitions and all. So after that, what happened? When my father expired, I took his shop.
Yeah.
But due to some family affairs and all, we cannot adjust. One of the family members said, "You want the shop and all." So I have to give up my shop. And I was not having any work. I was just I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my time. And at that time I decided I will not restrict on the imitation jewelry. I have to do something else. Suddenly one of my colleague, my friend, she gave me she's Matilda D'Souza from Moira.
From the school where you are working.
She gave me a very, it was unusual size of coconut, very big coconut it was. And actually she also never thought, but she was knowing that I have some creative making. So she said, she's given me the intention that Vijay, you take this and eat. It was not her coconut, somebody had given to her, some relative from Shul inside. It was also very big size coconut.
So from that accident everything started?
Yeah, that day I thought this is coconut, instead of just breaking it and just wasting it, I should cut and make something out of it, because I was having a lot of time. So I said, okay, I will do something. And I cut it. It was Friday it was. I went to Mapsai market yard. From there I picked a very small, fine coconut, just use as a handle or something. And from that I've cut that big coconut. I've cut nicely. I've cleaned it. Whatever tools I was having, I've cut it. And within 2-3 days I made a very nice one vessel like I made. And that I've shown to the people. My colleague I shown. They were very surprised to say, "Hey, nicely you have done." And that was my starting point in the starting of the coconut shell craft.
By now there must be a few hundred items that you have made.
Right now at this position I am having 500 different varieties in coconut shell craft only. Out of this 500, 425 varieties are of utility items. Utility. And 75 varieties maybe are showpieces.
And crosses are 500 more in themselves.
Yeah, crosses are completely separate. I have made a completely separate section of crosses. I have made 500 crosses
of different shapes.
500 are completely different.
No two are the same.
No two are the same. And the smallest one is 3 millimeter. And the bigger one, whatever I made, it is of around 1.5 feet.
I see.
But there is something about that also I have to tell you. Those are made from 11 coconuts, and those 11 coconuts I have collected from 11 talukas of Goa.
I see.
From the taluka, not from the market, but the local proper places. Taluka I went, and I was helped by the agriculture department. They have given me from the East Taluka.
From each sub-district.
Yeah, East sub-district, means 11 talukas here. And from those I made that crosses, just to resemble as a unity of Goa.
Right. Now, do you think it's easy to teach this skill to young people?
It is easy to teach the skill to the young people. People should take up, I feel, because for this there's a lot of scope. And when there's a scope, automatically the skill will be picked up by the people. But only thing, there should be initiative.
Also, getting it marketed and things like that is a little bit of a challenge in a place.
No, not at all. Marketing is not at all challenge. From my experience, since I am in this field for 20 years, I have studied everything about the craft of coconut. I can tell you about coconut craft of my craft. Other craft I may not be that much experience, but about my craft, I have in the line of production, line of raw material, line of marketing. So in this line I have done thorough study, and I have seen the coconut shell craft has a lot of potential and lot of scope in India. First of all, in Goa I am talking about. If one can produce the coconut craft items, he can sell it, he will be satisfied, and he can earn a lot of money by selling the craft in Goa itself. First. Secondly, other states in Goa.
In India.
Sorry, other states in India have a lot of, they showed a lot of interest in buying the things.
I see.
Because I have gone to Delhi, I have gone to Chandigarh, I have gone to Simla, I have gone to Agra. Wherever I went, they have seen, means they just fall on the craft. No bargain for the rate. I see. Whereas other craft, when we go with other craftsmen, where other crafts are there, crochet or terracotta and all, I've seen a lot of bargain, but no bargain for me.
I see.
And I get a lot of money from this. Lot of income is there, and marketing so far, no, no problem for marketing.
Yeah. The state government help is also there.
Yeah. No, about marketing, one more thing I will tell you.
Yeah.
I was once I was called in Kerala.
Yeah.
Kerala for the international exhibition.
Which is another coconut growing area.
Yeah, coconut, or not only coconut growing area, but it is a producer of the maximum producer of the coconut shell craft.
I see.
What we have heard. So I was called there because I'm one of the craftsmen in Goa,
right.
And they have an exhibition on the coconut. All the craft of coconut. So I went to Kerala, but when I was going, I was puzzled because we have seen, we had an impression our product we cannot compete with Kerala because since they are in far ahead of us. What impression I had.
But it was not so.
But when I went there, and it was very big exhibition, and all the craft from all over India had come there.
Yeah.
And my stall of coconut was the most appreciated by the people from Kerala as well as outsider.